Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather at noon.
Well, good Monday afternoon. Taylor Plott here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecast. Going to start you off with our Arctic Air Skycam network on this Monday. Just seeing some passing clouds. Most of these are high, thin cirrus clouds like you see here on our Lawrenceburg camera. They'll continue to thicken up just to an extent as we continue to head later on in this afternoon and evening, but we're not expecting rain today. That could change overnight tonight going into tomorrow morning. Here's the overall setup that we got going on right now. Our cold front has continued to push its way on off towards the southeast. That's ushering in that cooler and drier air. Now, once we get into tomorrow, we're actually going to have kind of a reinforcing cool shot, if you will. Not really a cold front, but just another push of some cooler, drier air will be coming on in here. Now, here's our system that we're watching off to the west right now. This will try to make its way on in here overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. And with that, it could bring some spotty showers. Not expecting much in the way of thunderstorms and really not expecting much in the way of heavy rainfall. Just some light showers can be expected. Temperature-wise, I tell you what, things are fantastic out there right now. Still at 79 in Huntsville, 77 in Athens and Pulaski. Columbia also at 77, 75 here in Lawrenceburg. Already starting to see some low 80s peek in across the area. Waynesboro coming in at 80 right now. It's almost 80 in Florence. It is 81 degrees down there in Decatur. We do anticipate temperatures to mostly make it into the lower 80s today. Right around maybe 81 to 82 degrees can be expected for average high across our area with just some of those passing clouds. Most of them are just those high, thin cirrus clouds, but they will continue to gradually thicken up as we head later on into your afternoon. Hometown forecast, generally the low 80s can be expected across southern Tennessee. Now, across northern Alabama, more mid-80s can be anticipated, like Huntsville coming in at 83, 84 over there in the Shoals. Your evening forecast, those clouds continue to build in. And then finally, once we get into the late evening hours, we do introduce that low-end chance for a few passing showers. Temperatures are going to be dropping down into the upper 50s and lower 60s across southern Tennessee. Now, across northern Alabama, we do expect more mid-60s. I will say there's a really good chance there's probably going to end up being somewhat of a thermal boundary where southern Tennessee does end up getting into the upper 50s and lower 60s, but there could be some more mid-60s expected across southern Tennessee or northern Alabama, especially with the increase in cloud cover coming in later on tonight. Now, tomorrow we will start off the morning most likely with some spotty showers around, but we do anticipate that fall light weather to continue and be even better for your Tuesday with more upper 70s to around 80 degrees expected for your highs. Now, let's walk you through your futurecast here. Those clouds, like I mentioned, continue to build in across the area. You'll still get some peaks of sun here and there. We will have a northerly breeze anywhere around 5 to 10 miles per hour sustained. Could be gusting up to maybe 15 at times. Now, into the evening hours, notice we start to get a little bit more green on the map here. That will continue to make its way on in here during your overnight hours. 6 a.m. on your Tuesday. Notice there's a good amount of some shower coverage across northern Alabama. So if you do have those kind of early morning bus stops, or you're making your way out to work, have that umbrella on hand. I'm not expecting this to be overly heavy. These are just pretty light passing showers that continues at least into the early afternoon hours. By noon, I think most places end up being dry, and I think we're completely dry by the time we get into the afternoon hours, with still those northerly winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting maybe up to 15. Not expecting a windy day though, but that will continue to usher in that cooler and drier air. Now, once we get into your evening hours on your Tuesday, we will likely start to drop our temperatures pretty quick. By the time we get to midnight, we do anticipate temperatures to generally be in the lower to middle 60s, getting close to the upper 50s across southern Tennessee, and we will be dropping down into the 50s by the time we get into your morning hours on your Wednesday. Let's take a look at your rain chances over the next 7 days. Best chance is going to end up being on your Tuesday. Another chance for an isolated passing shower shower or storm on Thursday, and then we have some 20% chances for your Saturday and Sunday as well. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast and take a look at that fantastic fall weather coming up. 78 for southern Tennessee with those morning showers, and then you dip down into the middle 50s, even some lower 50s. And I'll say this, for some of the typical cooler spots, talk about those rural areas, way outside from any city or urbanized area, I would not be shocked if some places flirt with that 49-degree mark. I don't think a lot of places get there, but I wouldn't be shocked if you wake up one morning and your outdoor thermometer says it's 48 or 49 degrees. So that would be a very nice waking up temperature-wise for your Wednesday morning, having that kind of taste of fall. And then for highs going into the middle and part of the week, we're still expecting upper 70s to lower 80s, and eventually getting maybe into the middle 80s by the weekend. Now, northwest Alabama, northeast Mississippi, you're roughly around 80 degrees on your Tuesday, but you will be dipping down into the 50s Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. And then by the time we get to the weekend, more mid-80s can be expected and lower 60s for lows. And the Huntsville metro area, right around 80 degrees for your Tuesday. I will say, I think some of the outlying areas, especially northern Madison County, probably in the upper 70s for highs on your Tuesday. And then you two are dipping down into the middle 50s. And again, those outlying rural areas like Meridianville, Harvest, maybe up towards Hazel Green and Newmarket, probably down into the lower 50s for lows Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. And then you two getting into the middle 80s over the weekend. That's your latest 7-day forecast here from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Fred Gossage will be in at 5 p.m. to have another check on your latest forecast. Until then, I hope everybody has a fantastic Monday afternoon.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.